Okay, round two of the coffee clutch. Um, this is a farewell. I'm having I'm keeping the YouTube account open, and I'll be checking in from time to time, but I won't be making videos for a while. You can bet on it. Uh, you may as well know the current economy, the market, and the climate. I'm closing my company doors. I've decided that it's no longer lucrative for the time, given the current market economy, the shifts and the downturns. I've come to the realization there's a lot of things going on, but the one thing that I know most of all is I need to be closer to my kids, and I've remained away from them for their safety. So now that that's out of the air, I want to say something to those who watch me from FEMA or any levels of government that pay attention, that have tampered with my videos, staticked over my audio, taken away pictures, or flat out removed my videos. I want to say this: you do anything that harms one hair on any or either of my children's heads, you do anything that injects any kind of RFID, or you attempt to change their liberty or their freedom, I will do the same to you and your family. Make no mistake, 20,000 troops on American soil is a threat. So in by that, I'm giving you a counter threat. You step to me, I will step on you. I will personally starve your families in order to make sure that mine and others exist. We are citizens and we are patriots, and we need to grow a pair of fucking testicles. Plain and simple. I won't hide behind religion and say it's God's will, because it's not God's will. This is the evil will of men. And I will take you down. I plan on being in Washington, D.C. if I get enough return messages Christmas Day. I will forego being with my children that day to be with my country, so that for the next 2, 3 decades, whatever I've got, I am with my children and my grandchildren in a free, liberated, conscious society. But I don't think that's going to happen. One of my first goals was to try to set up a Continental Congress, or to at least make people aware of what was going on. And then I sort of progressed and I grew and I learned, and people watched me learn things, and it was amazing. The kinds of information that I fell into, some of the phone calls that I received, warnings that I got, all proved to be true. It just got creepier. So this is your government becoming creepy and weird toward you. Without your doing anything, they made you the enemy. They're utilizing information and the media to try to demonize the patriotic American who is willing to defend their Constitution. They call them fanatics. I've been motioning for peaceful change for almost a year and a half now, somewhere around there. And I even tried to sell off my own personal assets to help raise money, to raise awareness. That account was Citizen Patriot at eBay, and that didn't pan out. I lost a bundle of money in just the advertising, but it's okay. I didn't sell anything. So I tried to contact world leaders in order to help raise the money for a national television station. I helped to try to bring about anything that would change the course of this country, to no avail, because only a handful of people watch any of these political videos, and even fewer of you can watch it from beginning to end. It's the climate of our country. It's ADHD, where I can watch a 13-part segment movie 10 minutes at a time, beginning to end, just to get all the way to the end and feel like I came away with something new, something better, making myself better, smarter. Americans can barely last on the 30-second soundbite. And these are some of the climate things that have to change. Now, I'm still around, and I'm still going to keep going for this. I really think that if we had our own set of people pushing for a new news channel, there's a handful of them. some of the ones I watch are Real News and RT Today. And RT Today was interviewing some folks on the street in New York City and Washington D.C. about whether or not they knew about the 20,000 troop placement here in the United States. 20,000 troops is nothing compared to the full population of this country. There are millions of us, and they are terrified of us. And the only thing that they're hoping for is if they fire their guns into the crowd, that a few people are going to drop and the rest are going to run. They're depending on it. Well, like any great invasion, the American government has invaded the United States of America, and we need to let more people know. We need a national network, which I'm not afraid to assume. There's nothing that I can't do when I put my mind to it, and that's the one thing that I've learned. My tenacity has been the one thing that I've used to persevere throughout my life. And even now, given that I've closed my doors, only because it's practical sense and partially because I'm broke, um, I'm not stopping. You would think that in the face of what's going on now, including me being broke, that I would not try to shirk the system. I would try to meld with it and become one with it, and I refuse to. So I'm going to do a plug here, and these are some of the places that you can reach me at. My AOL account is no longer going to be active, but I'm going to give you a Gmail account. I'm going to hold this up here for a minute so everybody can see it. If you want to make donations to help save our country, to help at least spread the information, a small radio station or something that can be played that actual Americans can hear, it's going to be here at paypal.com. And my sign-in is right here. It's mjarrettjr@aol.com. That's where you can find me there. Then I also have another account, and that's going to be mjarrettjr. Oh, my other account here on YouTube is mjarrettjr@youtube. That's a little bit more personal me. You're going to find out a little bit more about me if you really want to know who I am. No, I'm not, you know, I'm just an everyday guy, just like most of America. And I'll be the first one to admit that I've been corrupted by the system, and I've made those changes in my life, and every day is another growing segment of me. And then the last one is the account I just opened up, and that is my, M-Y, CitizenPatriot@gmail.com. So here are the addresses if you really want to take a look at them and find out what's going on with them. And then they're going to be shutting down my internet connection probably today or tomorrow. So I wanted to at least get these videos in because, like I said, I haven't quit, I haven't given up, and I won't be going away. I will be watching. You can always find me at some of these addresses. I'll be checking in not frequently, but when time allows from this point on. I'm going to fight the good fight. And again, here's another plug for the video. You know, you want to, if I get enough responses, let's say 1,000 responses from at least 50 states of the union to yes, I can make it, save your money and go to Washington, D.C. We're not going to hold a rally or host anything. We're going to stand in line so that we can all speak in the free speech zone. And if 100,000 people happen to show up, super. You'll all get your chance to speak. You'll all get your chance to vent. Now, if 1 million show up, fantastic. We will be on the verge of changing the way this country does business. And if we vow to not leave Washington, D.C. and to clog its arteries and its streets with our presence until they're ready to address the people's needs, remove the International Monetary Fund, remove the World Bank, and remove the Federal Reserve, reinstitute the Constitution of the United States of America, because these are the things that will save our country, our economy, our personage, every one of us. So I'm running out of time here on this video, so I'm going to kick another one, and yeah, you can sort of see where this is going. This is my first and only coffee clutch with you folks, so I'm going to vent a little and I'm going to clear up my mind a little bit, and we'll get it all done. I'll see you guys in just a minute, because my videos never seem to run all the way out to the end. They always cut me off on my verbals, and it's never like that in trial. So yeah, I'll see you in just a minute.